Hey there, CIS102. Welcome to session 6 and welcome back to Gradebook. I'm hoping normalcy. We actually, um, Pearson was useless in discovering what the issue was, but they did try, so I will give them credit for that. What it looks like happened is when the Gradebook changed over in my lab, it activated four really odd, seldom used checkboxes essentially in Eagle, which did two things. Number one, it completely and totally screwed up. Actually, that was still on their side. On the MyLab side, it screwed up a bunch of stuff that was assigned, and a bunch of stuff became unassigned, and a bunch of stuff became assigned that was never assigned. So if you happen to catch something that in its title says do not assign or something to that nature, it was not our intention to assign that. It was a mistake on behalf of Pearson. So just let me know that you have come across one of those and I will remove them for everybody. One of the other things that happened, which again I addressed in a previous video, but I want to do it again here, is the greater projects, all of which became unassigned. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to raise the floor for everybody by that amount so that everything goes okay. Moving forward, we shouldn't have to worry about any of that anymore. So you can see, I believe you can see your grades, all of them, including the quizzes from Eagle, and everything else that you have done in my IT lab. You can see all of that now in Eagle the way it was intended. If anybody has an issue getting to your grade in Eagle, let me know and I will happily help you along with that. For this session, there are two components. In my lab, there is Chapter 8. Chapter 8 addresses what I will call the legal and ethical responsibilities of every one of us as internet users. Now, I know that we all have 100% paid for all of the digital media that we consume. So all of the music you have and all of the movies you have 100% paid for. Probably not. I know that you have never used an image that you have located on Google image search and you have used that in a presentation or whatever, and you probably have. And this is something that I know that I have done or continue occasionally to do, just out of the path of least resistance. But what I can tell you is the ethics of that are shady at best. I know many digital content creators who are livid every time it is that they come across something that they created that another company has stolen, that hasn't given them rights, that didn't remunerate them in any way, shape, or form, pay them back for the content that they created. And this is a problem. So Chapter 8 really speaks about the stewardship of your responsibilities for content on the internet. The other piece to that is here in Eagle, you will find an XHTML assignment. You will be creating a web page. Web design is a huge opportunity, really, for each of you, because the pandemic has taught us that every business that had been avoiding having a good online presence, right? So if you think about little coffee shops here in town, I'm not going to use names because that's, again, the stewardship of the internet, right? But little coffee shops here in town that have really crappy web pages that maybe thought that they could get by with only having had a Facebook page in the past. Companies are waking up and finding that that is not good enough. And that's an opportunity for you to help provide for them web pages. Now, as a shameless self-promotion, I will tell you that number one, this assignment predates me coming to RVC, but that number two, I do teach a majority of the web courses here. And actually, we're going to be using one of the tools that I would use as a professional web creator, and that is called brackets. So one of the things I'm going to mention here again, because I hope to catch everybody before somebody makes this mistake that invariably happens, is do not use Notepad to do the assignment. Go out and download brackets. I have a ton of video support for you out there, like custom made videos that will help you install it, that will help you set it up in a way that makes a ton of sense. And what brackets does is it supports you in developing web pages, and it is a huge help to you. So you will see here in Eagle, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's an XHTML. It's called Units A and B module, and everything you need is in there. Don't skip anything. Everything is in there to make your life easier. So those are the two components for the week, Chapter 8 and XHTML. And as always, message me if you have any issues. But what I can say is finally, after a week of hell with the grade book, with everything getting messed up, with visibility and invisibility issues in both Eagle and my lab, everything looks like I have it sorted back out the way it's supposed to be. So that's good news. And, have at it, 102.